This is a Brawl Network production.
Winning has a price, and leadership has a price. I challenge people when they don't want to be challenged, and I earned that right.
You're listening to the Bulls Brawl Podcast.
So I thought to myself, well, I guess I got to bail Michael out again.
He's the president of the Arturas Karnisovas fan club, and he's your host. Here's Ross.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the Bulls Brawl Podcast. It is me, your boy Ross, once again from the Arturas fan club at Arturas fan club on all platforms. I am here with my guy Gaurav. Say what's up, Gaurav.
What's up, everybody?
And we are here to recap a little bit from the first two preseason games that the Bulls played over the weekend. 2 games against the Rockets, one not so great, other one a lot better. What are your initial feelings coming away from those games, Gaurav? Do you have any feelings, takes, thoughts, anything?
I think I'll just speak to it was just very nice to see Bulls basketball. Like it was just nice to see the Bulls play in general. And we got a lot of young guys on our team. And it was just fun to see them play.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's been the thing that we've been itching for months. I mean, we're at like 9+ months of no Bulls basketball straight. So I think for a lot of people, it was just like, bro, it's just good to see Bulls players on the court playing basketball again because it's been a long time. The first game, like I said, not so great. The Bulls kind of got blown out by the Rockets. Not really much to take away from that game. Billy Donovan said it himself that the team was just kind of getting their legs back under them. He just kind of told them to play how they want to play. They weren't really watching much film, which kind of makes sense because they didn't really look like they knew what was coming. And the Rockets, they shoot threes and they were hot. That's what the Rockets do. The first game, I don't really have a lot of takeaways from that one, other than, like you said, we got to see some of the younger guys play. And then the second game was a lot better, and it was a lot more fun to watch. Kobe White had a great game. He was facilitating. He was scoring. Zach LaVine is just, dude, he's a machine, bro. Is Zach the machine LaVine? The dude just scores. That's what he does. Did you see that like, he had this play in the corner where he kind of like stumbled the ball a little bit, and then he just, at the end of the shot clock, just faded away from 3, and it was money. Did you see that?
I think I remember that play, and also in general, yeah. I'm just kind of in awe that he's on our team and how underrated he is. Like he's so like his ball playing is just like gorgeous to watch, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like he's so athletic, and he can shoot, and he's cute. Like it's just a good. He's fucking good.
He's adorable. He's a good looking guy.
Love to have you.
Love to have you. Would risk it all.
On the show.
would
on the show.
Would risk it all. Yeah, man. Zach LaVine is he's a bucket. He's a walking bucket. I think another interesting player that I watched was Daniel Gafford. I think Gafford's been, what's more to say, bro? He's high energy. The dude plays good defense. I guess that's something we can take away from these 2 games so far. They made adjustments between the first and the second game. And in the second game, I was watching the aforementioned Zach LaVine locked in on defense. I was watching Kobe White drawing charges, blocking shots. Like, they are playing defense, Like, it's not, I don't know. They don't look so out of sync and confused. They look like they're locked in. They're playing hard. I think they've just kind of bought into Billy Donovan's whole scheme and system. It seems like everybody's clicking right now,
Yeah, and I think this was, I don't want to say expected, but it's good to see that the positive expectation and the positive attitude that the players were showing could actually come into fruition. Like we've been talking about this, things just are looking good.
Yeah, it's a positive sign to the start of the Billy Donovan era. Like, I don't think anyone expected them to come out and be blowing teams out immediately. And once again, we must remember they're without their superstar Garrett Temple to start the preseason, which is very notable, I think. As you called him, what was it, an underwhelming signing?
Yeah, very underwhelming. No, I said unremarkable.
Unremarkable, yes. I would disagree. I think he is remarkable, and they are missing him right now. But that's just another piece to the puzzle that they're missing right now. So I mean, there's other elements that are gonna come into play in the preseason. You know, the thing that I'm watching most of all is just that they're making improvements, and I think they have. I think immediately you can see between last season and this season, like just 2 preseason games, I already feel like there's marked improvements that you can look at and you can talk about and we can analyze. And we haven't even talked about the rookie yet, Patrick Williams. What did you see from him?
Let me just say, Patrick Williams is the truth.
Yeah.
Like, his jump shot, smooth.
A little slow at the top. He has a very high release, and it kind of comes out a little slow at the top. I love his motion. Like, his base is great, and his motion is great. I just think he needs to flick it out a little quicker at the top of that release. But the dude looks smooth. He looks like a natural.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, smooth is the... does he kind of feel Carmelo-esque? I'm trying to compare him. I mean, it's obviously too soon to compare, but that's the whole point, to do it anyway. No,
compare him. He's Carmelo-esque. He's Kawhi-esque. He's the next MVP. I love it. Compare.
Yeah.
I love it. One of my friends actually, at All Around Designs on Twitter, he made a little side-by-side of a Kawhi jumper and a Patrick Williams jumper that looked very similar. And that got...
Now that you say that rings true.
Yeah.
Kawhi definitely has that robotic flow.
Right. I definitely see a little bit of stoicism in Patrick Williams' game, where he just kind of turns off the emotional part of his brain during the game and he just plays ball. I can definitely see that. I think with Kawhi, I don't want to say...
Kawhi never turns it on.
Right. He never turns... He's just that way all the time. I don't want to say that Patrick Williams is better than Kawhi. I'm about to. Patrick Williams has a much smoother jump shot, whereas Kawhi has a stiffer shot. If you look at go on at All Around Designs, like go on his page and look at the clip, and you'll see like Kawhi's release is maybe a little quicker, but his whole stance is stiffer. So all in all, Patrick Williams is just the superior player. His defense looks good. The dude is just a natural. Like I keep telling people, like, he's 19 years old. If I never knew who Patrick Williams was and you just like emailed me a photo of him and said like, hey, how old is this dude? I'd be like, he could probably be anywhere from 20 to 30. Like, I could see him falling anywhere in that range. Like, he's played 2 preseason games, and I think the official NBA.com already has him listed as a veteran. I think they already have him listed as a 2-year pro.
It's like is that Luol Deng? Like,
Right. And the dude just has like an older man's game to him. You know, he has
I'm watching the side by side. That's pretty cool. I suggest all the viewers to definitely come check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I like I said, I don't want to say he's already better than Kawhi, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's already there.
Well, we have to start comparing him to players like LeBron James, Michael Jordan.
LeBron James.
I think we can go right. I think we can skip these kind of like current superstars to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I don't think I ever saw him pull up baseline J like a Patrick Williams can. You know, people say Patrick Williams is the next Kawhi. I think he's the first Patrick Williams. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could not agree more.
All right. So, I mean...
I have some random observations, or just thoughts.
Let's get into them. Go ahead. I want to hear them. Lay them on me.
When I see DeMarcus Cousins, I just think, like, yeah, I guess. Like, that's kind of what I think. Like, I forgot that he was on the Rockets, and I was just like, I mean, sure, he's there now, and he's on this team. I don't know what it means for the Rockets, because I don't know if Boogie guarantees anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, him in a Rockets jersey, like, him shooting threes is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was already doing that.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember seeing, like, the videos of him practicing threes, and everyone was going, like, holy shit. And then when I saw him hitting them in the game, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I think Boogie still has it if he can stay healthy. I guess if we want to shift our focus a little bit onto Rockets takeaways from the game, because I mean, we're a Bulls podcast, but it's hard not to notice that, you know, John Wall playing with a lot of speed And Boogie just like he looks like he's getting back to it, you know, like he's hitting those threes, he's playing good defense, he's making plays happen, which is what Boogie does. Like he makes good passes, he takes good shots, like that's always been his game. He gets boards, the dude gets boards. So I think Boogie, if he's healthy, could be a big piece for the Rockets. I just think back to like so as of today, we're recording on Monday evening. James Harden is back practicing with the Rockets. And in my head, I'm just thinking like, man, he was really scared of the Bulls. He really didn't want to have to face Zach LaVine. He really didn't want to have to face Kobe White. He joined them the day after they finished playing the Bulls. And I think Rockets fans should probably thank us a little bit. Once again, we can make this a meme on the podcast, but I was talking about this on Twitter. The Rockets blew out the Bulls on Friday night, and suddenly the whole conversation around James Harden shifted to, oh, well, maybe he doesn't want to leave. Now he's thinking about coming back to practice. Like, okay, how about you give a little credit to the Bulls for rolling over and letting you guys look good so you could keep James Harden? Maybe we deserve some credit for that.
It's fucking preseason. Sorry, I just gotta remind myself that it's fucking preseason.
Well, I told myself that too. I'm like, the first game, they got blown out. I'm not gonna overreact negatively because it's the preseason. Second game...
No, we should still overreact. I like doing both.
Second game, they play really well. I'm like, I'm gonna overreact positively because why the hell not, bro? I'm ready to get hyped.
And on that note, let's take a quick word from our sponsors at Manscaped. Fantasy basketball draft season is upon us. Due to quarantine, it's very possible that you might have Kobe White's haircut in your pants. And that's why our partners at Manscaped have partnered with us to make sure you don't gamble on shaving your balls the same way you like to gamble on sports. When it comes to men's hygiene, Manscaped is as safe and reliable as a Zach LaVine three-pointer in the fourth quarter. I've used the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 myself, and I can attest it's safe for the boys. Maybe not for the kids. The Lawnmower 3.0 is the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Because of the ceramic blade and skin-safe technology, your nicks and snags will be reduced. This is the perfect protection needed for your star player. The Lawnmower 3.0 is also waterproof and it has an LED light on it. It's a game changer. They just released the Shears 2.0 nail kit, which is the perfect add-on to the lawnmower. No one likes an ungroomed set of feet, fingers, and most importantly, the boys. It's the boys. That's why they have forever changed the grooming game with the Perfect Package 3.0. Perfect Package 3.0 comes with the new and improved lawnmower, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag for you to use once we're done quarantining. And you can actually leave the house, for more than just a grocery trip. They've also got some liquid formulations like the Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver. The Crop Preserver is an anti-chafing ball deodorant which ensures that your afternoon stroll does not end with your ball sticking to your leg or smelling really, really, really nasty. The Crop Reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts. I don't even know what that means, but it's amazing, and I've used it. And they give your testes a boost. For a limited time, subscribers get not one, but 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the patented high-performance anti-chafing Manscaped Boxer Briefs. You can get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BRAWL at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BRAWL, just like Brawl and Bulls Brawl at manscaped.com. It's time to give your testes the absolute besties with Manscaped.
So what else did you see from the Rockets? Did you see anything you liked from them?
Is it just me or does David Mwaba look a little bit like Paul George?
So you remember he was a Bull, right?
No, I don't. When?
Like 2017, 2018.
After 2015, everything's been blurry about the Bulls.
I don't blame you. He is just incredibly high energy, and he's actually the kind of player that I think the Rockets have needed. He's edgy. He almost took away Lauri Markkanen's ability to have children with a hard screen that went almost directly into his groin. So yeah, I mean, I think he's better than Paul George. This is the preseason, right? We're making overreactions here, hot takes. David Nwaba, better than Paul George.
Yeah. And last thing, or not necessarily the last thing, the next thing. Is it fair to say that Arch is our Heinrich now, right?
I think so, but
I mean, the very obvious factor checks out: his hustle and grit.
right.
And let's not ignore the elephant in the room: his ability to hit a clutch three,
Right.
make the right pass.
Right.
And I think that's kind of all that makes me think that he's our Heinrich specifically.
So
But-
he's missing two key things, in my opinion. He's missing the goggle glasses. Needs some goggle glasses stat. And what is with the half bun man bun? I love Ryan Arcidiacono's hair. He needs to let his hair flow, baby. He's got some beautiful locks. You know, Kirk always had nice hair, like when he was playing. Like you could always tell when, like at what point you could look up a picture of Kirk Heinrich and you can tell what point in the game the photo was taken without any reference, because you can tell when his hair was nice and it looked like, you know, he had just shown up for the game, and when it was all ratty because he'd been sweating the whole game and, you know, crawling around on the court trying to pick up loose balls. I miss that about Archie. I miss seeing his beautiful, luscious hair manicured, ready for the game. And it never, that's the thing with Archie. I think he might have the edge over Kirk, is that when he was doing that to his hair, when he was like styling it before the game, it looked the same the entire game. The dude could be scraping around on the court for a ball and his hair stays perfectly intact. I think that's a beautiful thing and he should bring it back.
Yeah, I'm looking at him in a black Bulls jersey and with the hair slicked.
Yeah.
I gotta know what pomade is this guy using? Is he using like some American Crew, or does he have like his own brand? Like we need to know this information.
It's gotta be Crew. It's gotta be. Maybe. Is he
Also,
is that an Italian name?
Yeah, he's an Italian-American.
How many Italian Americans play in the NBA?
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know Italians played basketball. I'm already surprised that they make cars there.
Yeah. I think when coach calls in Archie to come in the game, he just goes, "Hey!" Like
make a pizza. That's definitely.
Yeah. Billy Donovan's like, "Ryan, you're up." He's like, "Hey, forget about it." That's what I think. That's great. All right. Well, I mean, it's 2 preseason games. There's not a whole lot to say. On Ryan Arcidiacono's Wikipedia page, nicknamed the Arch of Dimes, he has represented Italy in international competition. Right there, right on his Wikipedia page. I love when nicknames
he just represents Italy.
Yeah. I love when nicknames hit the Wikipedia page. That's how you know you have a good nickname.
Yeah,
that's a milestone. Archie. I mean, we call him Archie, but he's definitely the Arch of Dimes.
He's the St. Louis Arch.
Thank God he doesn't play for. I don't know. St. Louis has a G League team, I believe, something like that. Any other takeaways? Any other thoughts, feelings? Kobe White, he's the point guard of the future, facilitating. Zach LaVine, MVP, scoring champion. Wendell Carter Jr. was shooting threes, not making many of them. That was kind of disappointing, but it is what it is.
I was happy to see him hit one. Did he shoot threes at all last season?
Not really. He was kind of less confident in his shot earlier in his career. I think he's like, he has a really abysmal shooting percentage in his career. It's something like 12 for 60 from 3, something really crazy like that. So no, he has not taken many shots from deep in his career, but he's been making a focus of that in the off season. And I think if he makes that part of his game, it's very important for the Bulls going forward, having that stretch 5. I mean, that's the kind of player that we've been talking about constantly, is the kind of guy who can play in the post, play outside on the perimeter, get you boards, but also get you shots, like very positionless, very fluid basketball. So if he can do it, that'd be great. But I don't think the Bulls really, like, they have plenty of shooting from the guard positions. And, you know, actually, I think it's important for us to mention real quick, Otto Porter Jr. has actually looked pretty good in the preseason. I think he deserves some respect. In the first game, he was probably the best player in that crappy blowout for the Rockets. And in the second game, he hit some shots. He was playing some defense. Like, Otto Porter Jr. is the vet on this team, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Other than that, man, I liked seeing a little bit of Zach Norvell He had a couple good plays in the last game, some nice fast break plays. There was a development today. Noah Vonleh tested positive for COVID-19. The Bulls cut him. There's been probably what sounds like an outbreak because there were a few players yesterday that were excused from the game, and not much more information was given. Those players being Tomas Satoransky and Devon Dotson. I think that was it. There might have been one more, but that's something to watch going forward. By the time people listen to this, there might be more information and we might know what's going on. But it kind of sucks for Noah Vonleh. He was, he came in as a camp body who was competing for a roster spot. And basically, since he was on a non-guaranteed contract, the team was kind of like, well, you have to quarantine for 10 days, and in 10 days, the preseason is going to be over. So it's kind of the end of the road. So sucks for a guy like that. Wish him the best. But, wear a mask, everybody. Be safe out there. Or just don't pay attention to science. You could do that too. It's up to you.
Just drink that vaccine.
Yeah, bro. Straight vac. Drink is straight vac. You can mix the vaccine with a little bit of lean, a little bit of Vax lean.
Put it in a Four Loko.
Put it in a Four. That's how we'll get Middle America to take the vaccine. Put it in a Four Loko.
Yes. I
yeah.
like it.
All right, cool. I think we covered pretty much most of the big topics. Gaurav, do you have any parting thoughts, wisdom, anything to share, maybe unrelated to the Bulls?
I just had like a little burrito situation.
Oh.
Little bean burrito situation.
Positive, negative?
Very positive.
Okay. Did you make it yourself?
Yeah. Instead of refried beans, this is a tip for everybody. Just try it out. You take chili beans, like canned chili beans, take out the water in it because, gross, and then grind them up a little bit, process them a bit, and then cook them on the stove. Those taste better than just kind of dump spices in them, depending on the color of your skin, and then it tastes very nice.
That sounds good. That sounds like
It's better than refried beans. Refried beans kind of gross me out sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on how they're made. If they're too mushy, I'm not a fan. So I'm with you on that. All right, cool. A man of the world, Gaurav, you are. What's your Twitter handle again? Plug that real quick.
At Gaurav Kumarisms. So Gaurav is spelled Gaurav. Kumar like Kumar and isms like isms.
There you go. Sharing any food tips on Twitter these days at all?
No, I'm just retweeting stupid shit and having my opinions on them.
Yeah, that's all of us. That is Twitter. You describe Twitter. And you can read mine at Arturus Fan Club on all platforms. I'm always retweeting stupid shit, always saying stupid shit, always down to clown with some Knicks fans. Been pissing off Knicks fans lately. Been a lot of fun. So make sure to join us on the Twitter Fan Club. We got a Discord popping too. If you guys want the invite, feel free to hit me up. I'll get you on the Discord. A lot of fun going on over there. But I think that's all for now. We will we'll follow up with you guys later in the week. The Bulls are going to play the Thunder. So Billy Donovan is going to reunite against his former team. Should be interesting. Not a lot going on in OKC right now. They've got some of those young players, but for the most part, they're just kind of rebuilding. So shouldn't be a huge test for the Bulls, who obviously will be winning the NBA Finals this year. But bye for now, guys. I think that's all.